this is Nina from Nina Hobby Site and this is Flosstube number 46. Thank you if you are a return viewer and thank you for all the great and kind comments last time, and welcome if you are new here. It took a long time to come back because the children have school holiday and we were on vacation in the Netherlands, so it took a long time. But I am back and I have a lot to show you. I have 8 work in progress and 4 new starts, and I finished one already, so I think I'm going to start. I'm not in a hurry, but I'm going to do it a little bit fast because there are a lot of Flosstubers out there and a lot of videos, so I think it's a good idea to start immediately. My first project that I want to show is the mini Fillis from Sodastitch, and here is how it will look when it's finished. And here is how it looked last time that you saw it. This project for me is summer because, I don't know, I really love this project. It's so summer feeling, and maybe it's the ice cream and the people outdoors, but I love this project. I did on this project 1196 stitches. I stitched this one I think on 28 count 2/2, and I finished the bollock with the horse carousel. I'm going to show you that a little bit closer. But yes, I really love this piece. It gives me so much joy to stitch. I really enjoy this. I think it's a lot of fun. The only weird thing is that there are only white people in it, so I want the next block to give to have a variation in skin colors, because people are not all this color. So yes, this is a little bit yeah, not disappointed, but I really enjoy when people have different colors. So that's what I'm going to try to do. But when I pick this project, I forget all the time to change the color of the skin. But I want to do it in the next block. But I have a lot to go with this project. I have a lot to stitch on this project, and I really enjoy this. It's a little bit warm today, so it's warm in the room. But I hope I'm going through it. The next project is Classier from Paine Free Crafts, and here is how it will look when it's finished. And here is how it looked last time that you saw it. And I stitched on this project 1058%, and I reached the 6.57%. And I stitched this one on 2/1 on 18 count. And I started a new house. The white stitches are sometimes hard to stitch on all the white fabric. And this is going to be a street light and a centenary, I think, with the cross. And I stitched a little bit on the sky, because I wanted some other colors than only the white and the grey and the light blue. But I really love this. I tried to make a comparison photo, but I always found it hard to do, but here we go. But I love this project. I stitched this one on for Christmas in July, and this is from the piece a little bit the background, because there's a lot going on in the front and this is in the back. But still the details are great, I think. When I stitch on it, I see nothing. It's very strange. A lot of confetti, and it's only a little bit blue and a little bit grey. And then when I hold it a little bit back, then I see, oh, it's a tree and it's more houses. And yeah, so I really enjoy this project. And I finished page 1. I started in the middle, dus I stitched around a lot, but I still had no page finish. But now I have a page finish, so that's always great to have. And I stitched another Christmas project, and that was the Christmas Fillis from Tiny Modernist, and here is how it will look when it's finished. And here is how it looked last time that you saw it. And here is how it looked now. This piece reminds me a little bit on the mini fillets from Sodastitch, a little bit the same feeling. When you finished a part, it feels like a little finished. And I started the second row on this project, and now I only have white snowflakes and a little bit the words. But this project is still in rotation because I always try to get around 1000 stitches, and so far I have only 660 stitches, so I want to stitch more on this project. And I reached, I don't know if I say it, but I reached the 29.14%, and this is on 32 count 2/2. And I don't know if I can make a comparison photo, but it's only the second row that I started. And my next project is a for coverage piece, is the Midnight Poppy Field from Contemporary Cross Stitch, and here is how it will look when it's finished. I didn't stitch a lot on this project, but I stitched 407 stitches, and I really love these colors from the poppy. I stitched, I think, in the middle of the poppy and a little bit on the red. This is a very big piece, so I try to stitch every month a little bit on it, so I get more stitches in. I reached the 1.74%, and I stitched this on 25 count 1/1. For a comparison picture, I don't know if I can do it, but here it is. I really love this. I really enjoy to stitch with all these red colors. It's different than my other pieces. It's my only contemporary cross stitch, but I really enjoy it. And then I have another for coverage piece, and this one is a little bit a favorite of mine, because my daughter really loves this piece and she wants to have it one day when it's finished. But it's a very big one. It's the Mary Mussum Village Picnic from Heaven and Earth Design, and it is from Amy Stewart. It's a regular size and a regular color, and here is how it will look when it's finished. And here is how it looked last time that you saw it. And I stitched on this piece 1034 stitches. And this is the regular size and the regular color. And I really love this. I was worried that the details were not enough, because there is a lot happening. But so far I really enjoy it. I stitched more on the giant or the big yellow mushroom. And I couldn't help myself. I had to stitch more on the fairy. And I stitched a little bit on the dress or the skirt, I don't know. But I really love this piece. It's one of my favorites. It's as well very fun to stitch, because it have confetti, but not so much, because it's not a max color. I keep it here for the comparison photo. I reached the 2.7%. I didn't know if I say it already. But it's on 25 count 1/1. My next project is Temperature Garden from Angela Lynne Studios, and here is how it will look when it's finished. And here is how it looked last time that you saw it. I don't think my numbers are right. I think I did around 2000 stitches on this piece, but I didn't write it right. But I stitched this one on 32 count 2/2. And here is how it looks now. I love this Temperature Garden. It's so much fun with the flowers, and now you can see I have a lot of orange and pink and red flowers, because it was very warm here. We had a very good summer. And I'm not finished with July yet, because I didn't take this with me on holiday. And so I have a few flowers to go, and then I finish with July. But I really love how this looks. I think I try to show you better the red and the orange flowers, but I really love this. I don't think I do it every year, but like this is the year that we are 10 years married. So I think it's great to do this one time or maybe 2 times in a few years. My next one is as well a for coverage. It's Bohemian Elegance amongst Wildflowers, and here is how it will look when it's finished. It's from Stitches So Beautiful, and here is how it looks now. And I stitched on this project 1083 stitches, and I reached the 1.99%, almost on 2%, but I think I didn't see that when I stopped stitching, so I am on 1.99%. And I stitch this one 25 count, 1/1. And yes, I love these colors. It's really fun to stitch. It's confetti because it's, I think, a max color. So I have to have lots of colors. And you can see here the stem of the second flower. But I really love this project. I don't think I can stitch it on this next month, but I really love this. I love the charts from Stitch is So Beautiful. They are very colorful and they are very good to stitch, I think. And my last work in progress is my Everflowering garden from OwlForest Embroidery. I started this, this was a restart last year, and here is how it looks when it's finished. And here is how it looks when you saw it last time that you saw it. This is still my rotation. I didn't stitch a lot on this project. I only stitched 215 stitches, and it is on 25 counts, 1/1 on I think a pink fabric, and I reached the 1.64%. But this is still in rotation. I started it, so I have to stitch another 800 stitches. But I love it so far. It's fun to stitch. It's on part and keeper, so easy stitching, and I enjoy it. I think it looks good on the pink fabric. So a little bit different than on white or cream, I think. So these were all my work in progress, and then I'm going to my new starts. I had 4 new starts. And my first new start is the Winterflags from Green Terrace Designs. And here is how it looks when it's finished. And when you see it, there are little flags. And I finished the first flag. And it was around 1161 stitches. And I stitched this one on plastic canvas, because I want to cut them out, and then I want to do a felt behind it, and then I make it in a Christmas ornament. And this was a really fun stitch. I really enjoyed this. It was the first time for me working with Zaka, the app, and yeah, it was going really fast. I really love this. Now I have to FFO it, but maybe I first try to stitch another flag, the one next to it. So this was a start and a finish, but not all the flags, only this one. And my next project is a project for my son, because he asked many times that he wants a project as well. And then he chose the Dino, the raging Raptor, and here is how it looks when it's finished. It's from Charting Creations, my notes are over there. And I stitched on this piece 2078 stitches. And I stitched this one on 25 count, 1/1, and I reached the 1.10%. And here is how it looks. And I started in the middle, because I was thinking, because he wants to see it all the time. This is not so boring as when I start in the corner, because there is not a lot happening. And now you can see the toots already, and a tongue, I think. So it's fun. But this is really different than all my other pieces. The colors are different, and how it's stitched up it's different. So yeah, it's fun to stitch something different. And he asks all the time, do you stitch on my Raptor? So it's really fun. I like that he enjoys my stitching, and yes, he is looking at it, and yeah, it's fun to do it together like that. And I think it's a piece that he likes for a long time, because it's a little bit scary, I think. So it's not for small children. But yes, I really enjoy this. And I'm on 1.10%, so a long way to go. But it's very big piece as well. And my next new starts, I had way too many new starts. But this start was planned with a group on Instagram, a very nice group of ladies, and we have a lot of fun on the chat, and yes, it's a lot of fun. But it's a beautiful place. From Stitch is so beautiful. And here is how it will look when it's finished. And some ladies are stitching so fast, but I'm not so fast stitcher. I think way too many projects. But I really love this piece. It's from Stitch is so beautiful. And I stitched on this piece 1082%. And I started in the right corner. So there is not a lot to see then. Only brown and black and a little bit of green stitches. I stitch this one on 25 count, 1/1. It's my favorite to stitch on 25 count. And I want to stitch this month more on it because there is nothing to see. So it's a little bit boring, but I stitch this one on a green fabric. That's what I have because it's a little bit strange size. It's long but not so high. But I love how this is stitching up because the charts from Stitch is so beautiful are really great, I think. And then I had a last new start, and that is a kit from Luca S. I never stitched a Luca S kit before. I tried to make a reel on Instagram to show you how the kit is. What is in the kit, and I think it's a really good kit because especially for starters the floss is great, and the fabric from Luca S have the counting, how do you call it, the blocks already, so it's easy. But here's the front. It's the Butterfly Magic from Luca S kit. And I stitched 1082 stitches, no, 1012 stitches on this project. And I reached the 2.25%. And I think the fabric is a 16 count 2/2. And there was a QR code on it, so I can put it in Pattern Keeper, and that makes life so much easier and stitching so much easier. But there is not a lot to see. I can't wait to go to the butterflies because that's of course what me attract to the piece, because all the colorful butterflies, that's really great to see. Then these are all my projects that I had to show you, and then I get 2 new patterns. The first one is the Library of Dogs, Max Color from A.B. Stewart from Heaven and Earth Design, and here is how it will look. How it will look when it's finished. I really love that. I love the artwork from Amy Stewart, and I really enjoy the shelf to stitch all the shelves, and I love dogs, so I was thinking, yes, I need to have that. Maybe it's going to be my new start in 2025, but I'm not so sure about it. And I won 1 chart from Charting Creations. And it is the Revelations, I hope I say it right, but here's a picture how it's going to be when it's finished. I don't think I'm going to start that because I have way too many projects, but I think it's a beautiful chart. Then my plans. I'm a little bit this year all over the place. I'm going to pick up the new starts, the new projects much more than the old projects. So I don't make a lot of plans because I hope to get back to my older projects as well. But I want to start, of course, the temperature garden because I want to stay up to date with that. And I want to stitch on my Christmas Fillis that I show you that with the words. So I want to finish the words. I don't like it when the words are not finished. So I want to stitch more on that. I want to stitch more on the Everflowering garden that I show you. The pink with the pink fabric, because yeah, I only stitched a little bit on that, so I want to see more on that project as well. And then I want to stitch more on a beautiful place, because that was only with the black and the green, not a lot to show, so I want to stitch on that. And I think I want to stitch on the Garden Walk Max Color, but I forget to bring it with me, so I show you the picture. I'm not so far in that piece as well, so maybe I can push it a little bit to 1 page finish. And then I have some Flosstube recommendations. The first one is State Stitches. She is a new Flosstuber. She posted one first video, And she is as well in the group of the Beautiful Place chat, and I think she's going to start much more projects, but so far she have not a lot of projects, and that's still fine and okay, of course. But I think we enabled her a lot, so I think she is maybe to start more of her cover pieces. But she showed in the first Flosstube a beautiful finished NASA chart from Heaven and Earth, and I think it's very beautiful. So if you want to see a NASA chart finished, then you have to go over to Stage Stitches. I put her in the description box. And the next one that I highly recommend is the Tina Stitching Bobs. And she have many beautiful full coverage projects. I'm not sure if she's from the Netherlands or from Belgium. But yes, she have many Heaven and Earth. It's fun to watch her. And I think this was all my stitching stuff. I have two finished knitting projects to show you. And my first knitting project that I want to show you is a finished hipster hat from Petite Knit. And here is how that looks. I stitched this one, I knit this one, sorry, I'm totally in the cross stitching, but I knit this one with Vulcolana Penilla. It's for my husband, and I was surprised, it only used 48 grams, and I really love to finish it with a label kind of thing. Uit Patur is on it. And I don't put it on because it's so warm today. I think it's around 25 degrees. And I think when I put a full 100% wool hat on me, I think it's way too warm. But I really love how this looks, especially on my husband, because it's his size. And yeah. And this is a fun project to make. It took not a long time. It's a whip, so it's easy, and yeah, it's great fit. And I love how the top, I don't know if I can show it, but the top is looking with the different, yeah. So I really enjoy to making this. I think I want to make as well as one for my son, because yeah, it's a really fun knit. And of course I finished socks as well, because I love to knit socks. But here are the Scatterbee socks from Amy Stringer. And I think last time I finished one sock and I showed you already. But these are two socks now, so now I can start wearing them. This is a yarn from Beth Cartou. I never knit one with this yarn before, but it's the Snoopy Christmas. But I love pink, so for me this is not Christmas. I want to wear this every day. But this was a fun pattern from Scatterbee socks, because it has a fun structure, and I really love to knit that. I love to knit structure socks. But yeah, and the green was as well. It came with the hand-dyed yarn, so I really enjoy to knit these socks. And then I have one book recommendation. It's The Perfect Song from Frida McFadden, and here's the front cover from the book. And it's a psychologic thriller, and I really love to read that all the time. But this plot twist is really great, so I highly recommend it. I give it 5 stars, and I love this writer. I think she writes books very good. And I think that was everything. I have some clips from my vacation, from my holiday, and I put it after this. It's always a little clips, not a lot. And I don't know, when I come back, I have to say I don't know if I really want to make floss tubes every month, or how I want to make floss tubes. I don't know, because yeah, sometimes I enjoy to make floss tubes videos. That's not a problem, but I'm always so nervous, and I see myself, of course, in the camera, so sometimes it's so hard to do it, and then I have to push myself to sit in front of the camera and to start it. So I don't know, maybe you don't see a lot of me this year anymore, maybe, I don't know, I'm not so sure about it, but I'm very active on Instagram with my projects and on TikTok as well, so if you want to see how my projects are going, you can go over to Instagram or TikTok if you have that. But I'm not so sure about YouTube. It makes me so nervous all the time. But I really enjoy the communication and all the great and kind comments, and yeah. But there are a lot of other Flosstube as well out there, so sometimes I think, yeah, do I have enough to show you? Do I have enough, did I stitch enough and everything? Because yeah, I have busy life, so with my pets and everything and my children, and yeah, so I don't know. But for now, I really enjoyed making this Flosstube, so I hope you like it and have a great time, and yeah, take care and happy stitching. Bye!